And welcome back to Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas for this second round match of the 2021 MASL2 Heartland Invitational between the Wichita Wings and the Amarillo Bombers. My name is Zach Light. I am joined by Blake Shoemaker once again. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening for what I'm sure is going to be a great game. Wichita coming off of a big 9-2 victory over the Colorado Inferno in last night's second match of the doubleheader here. Amarillo, a tough loss to the Omaha Kings FC. If you caught the earlier match, you saw Colorado defeat Omaha, making things very interesting in the standings. Blake, the Wings are in the driver's seat with a win tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, Zach. That's the key right now for Wichita. If you're a Wings fan and you're looking to see Wichita come out of this Invitational as the champion this weekend, you certainly, it goes a long way to help their cause this evening and puts them in the driver's seat going into tomorrow with everybody else needing help from Wichita and then have a big hill to climb themselves. But, yeah, Amarillo, a little slow start. Colorado, Inferno, a little slow start yesterday. Omaha got that big result. Inferno recovered today. Omaha fought them, tooth and nail into the end and kept coming back.
All right, your starters.
Expect the same kind of performance on a recovery game from Amarillo. Obviously, they've got Vitor back this evening. He's standing over the ball here at midfield and wasn't available to them yesterday, but is available today and is a key piece. He's one of the stronger players in this league, and look out for him and Amarillo to try to come out and snag this momentum early in this game from Wichita.
Starters for the Wings are Jared Robbins up top, David Lucio, Taylor Henry, Kieran Laking, and Kevin Tenike in defense. Aaron Parrott in goal after a stellar performance last night, only letting two slip by him. In goal for Amarillo is Chavez, wearing the number 12 shirt tonight. And Vitor Patriani as well, who's on the ball right now. You also have Kevin Machado out there, number 14, Darius Cadell.
Yeah, Vitor there trying to be technical on the ball and just kind of shifting, waiting for something to develop and thinking somebody was going to take that toe roll, but it's certainly not going to be the veteran defender, the captain of this team right now, Kevin Tenike. They're all aware who he is and let that kind of develop and made him make a decision without anybody committing, and Vitor turns the ball away, and now Wichita in possession.
Julio Vargas and Abel Olivias round out the starters for Amarillo. Olivias was an imposing figure on the pitch in the loss to Omaha last night. As we see Vargas now with the ball at his feet, has a shot, wants to test the goalkeeper early. Clark collects the save from Parrott.
The high press here from Amarillo. Wichita's trying to play composed out of the back, calm, and Amarillo's really trying to press high after the shot. They're not a forced shot. That's from range. Parrott's going to pick that up all day. It's going to take something really special and deceiving movement on the ball to beat him from there. But Wichita recovers that next ball. Immediately pressure comes. Clark puts the ball in the air. Sachs trying to bring it down. Next pressure. So now Amarillo dropping into that mid-block, which really is probably more along the lines of what Wichita wants. We want to possess the ball and bring teams into a mid and pull them out into the higher block. So we'll see how this pans out. And now playing deep into the target here to Cade Martin against the wall. Cade, number 6, on 2 goals from last night. Again, young player. For those that aren't aware, Wichita's missing about 8 players from last year's roster right now. Not that they're not all rostered. They just have different issues. Obviously, Parrott in goal. Parrott can be a starter anywhere in the league, and he's capable of starting for Wichita. However, Stephen Hammerski typically is the perennial starter, and Hammerski out with that foot injury that he got, just a few weeks ago, Zach, against the Kansas City Comets. Well, you're missing indoor veteran Brian Perez, target man Nico Andre, who was just a terror on this league last year.
A nightmare, you might say.
A nightmare, if you will. Alex Mosley, Brent Hobson is the captain prior. Brent Hobson's going to have a knee surgery. Mosley's back home in Colorado, and really just the the travel for him, trying to get in, training 3 times a week plus games with this uncertain COVID. He's kind of hung the boots up here temporarily. Then you got the Brazilian duo from Sao Paulo is Leo Catarina and Leo Sosa, both who have yet to dress for Wichita this year.
Tenike with the pass back off the head of Parrott. Henry with the good ball, chested down to Lucio. Now Kieran Laking trying to cross field. A good step there from number 7, Miguel Reyes.
Here,
but Henry ends up with it. Robbins out wide. So is Lucio. Lucio has a shot, and he buries it.
Yeah, that's a lethal attack. And when we said all those people, I was trying to get to the point that there's young players here. Those are 2 of them. The next generation, the evolution of the Wichita Wings, David Lucio right there, goal. Assisted from Taylor Henry, who last year was returning from a knee injury, but the year before that was the leading goal scorer in the PASL for the local team that plays out of Wichita. Taylor took the step up, which is 2 divisions forward into the M2, and you see what he's been able to do. The hat trick against the St. Louis ambush, goals against the Dallas Sidekicks, 2 goals and 2 assists last night, and he immediately steals that ball at midfield and realizes that he can commit the defender into a 3v2, and that's a lose-lose situation for the Amarillo Bombers because David Lucio is not going to miss from there on his left foot.
David Lucio was a player that we said needed to step up and have a big game tonight, and he's cashing in his chips early. 1-0 Wings with 11:30 left here in the first quarter. Amarillo on the restart. It's Machado. Good pressure from Henry by the Wings, but it's going to fall in, and that ball's going to go out of bounds. We are playing with a running clock in this one. Only certain stoppages, goals, injury timeouts, power plays, things like that are going to stop the clock because of this 3 games in 3 days formats for all of these teams. As we see the flick on, Cade Martin tees up Benji. Let's see what he can do here with this one. Gets wide, and he puts it in the back of the net. Eduardo Monreal, the offseason signing from the Chihuahua Savage, makes it 2-0 here early in the first.
Yeah, Benji's been fantastic, a fantastic human being to be around.
Great
he works
dude.
hard every day.
Total
Great
dude.
Total dude. Dude is what our coach refers to. If the guy's a baller, for those of you that if he's a player, he's proper off the pitch, he shows up, everything's on time, hard work, and has extreme quality, then that's what a dude is in Wichita. And he's a dude. So Benji there, you see, played in through Cade Martin. Cade is somebody that, last night had 2 goals. A lot of people don't realize some of these guys, you can pick up some of these younger players, and we're using this transition phase in this time to bring players up as call-ups from the Wings 2 team, which plays in M3. Right. Cade Martin, one of those players, local academy player for FC Wichita here locally, has played at a very high level already, but is only 16 years old. 6 foot plus, physical body, very technical. This isn't, we just went and grabbed a bunch of kids that can play. This kid put in 2 last night, a double scissor and a smacked ball from the yellow line, and you see him hold the ball long enough there to lay it off to Benji. And Cade with an assist, Benji with the goal, Taylor Henry with an assist, Lucio with the goal, and now drawing a foul deep in the corner here. Wichita definitely probing, and Amarillo needs to get their sorts about him here, Zach, before this thing reaches 3-4 goals, and already 2. Don't want to speak too early, but it's only less than 5 minutes into the first quarter. Not saying it's going to be a blowout, but Wichita got up early and never looked back last night.
And they did, a 9-2 victory over the Colorado Inferno. Shot goes off the wall here, falls to Kieran Laking. Laking content to play this one back to the goalkeeper Parrott, but Vargas is there. Parrott gets the first touch, takes a shot to the face. Here comes the chip in, it's off the wall. Parrott does well.
That's the 3rd time in 24 hours now that somebody's given Aaron Parrott a hospital ball through the back. And here comes another 2v1. Colin Lauder attacking the flank with Jared Robbins. See if Colin can hold this ball here. Now he's in a 1v2. He dribbles out of it. Flicks it to Robbins. Robbins receives it.
Olivias there defending. Does well to win the ball. Played back to the goalkeeper, Chavez. Tenike's tracking back. Vargas has him beat. He's going to get the flick on. It's wide.
Yeah, great
now Cadell.
Ball. Great ball. Great composure from Amarillo. And Wichita lucky to come out of that with still a 2-goal lead.
You may remember the name Julio Vargas from last season in the MASL2 against this Wichita team. Definitely a player to watch. He had kind of a quiet night last night against Omaha, but definitely always a threat on the field.
Yeah, Julio Vargas, I thought even last night he was pulling the trigger here and there when he needed, but they tried to make that late push against Omaha and kind of came back when they were down, and Vargas was a big part of that. He's dangerous. Anything from the yellow line is in, especially on his right foot. He shoots quite a bit, and usually low and across goal, difficult for keepers to get down there, and just an accurate shooter.
Henry picks up the flick from Benji. He's fighting on the near side boards. Double teamed there by Goulbourne and Reyes. And Reyes is down now, holding his knee.
Yeah, Henry and Reyes get tangled up. Reyes brings Henry down. Henry kicks at Reyes, it looks like. And if there's not a yellow card or some sort of 2A, it wasn't a ton in it. It wasn't massive. It was just, hey, you've brought me down. You're on me. But Taylor Henry needs to be careful not to have any extracurricular activities here after the play.
Nathan Clark pulls the ball down in the box and clears it for the Wings. Parrott now sends this ball forward looking for the target man. The 16-year-old Cade Martin gets ahead to it, but isn't going to win this challenge versus Luca Lima. I'm sorry, that's number 19, Agustin Guerrero, who'll play this one back to Chavez. Chavez finds Goulbourne, another imposing figure for this Amarillo side. Reyes now with the ball at his feet, plays it out. Shots wide. Goulbourne's going to come to the ball first here for Amarillo. Guerrero now at midfield, looking for an option. Finds Goulbourne on the far side. Works it around the boards to Reyes. Miguel Reyes fighting for it. Double team there. Shot comes in. Parrott saves. Goulbourne plays that one off the wall. It's going to fall to Benji here. Benji's going to clear that ball up the field. Chavez will collect.
The referees are athletes out here, folks.
Acrobats. Vargas tracks this one down. Good defending from Henry. Reyes with a fantastic flick on. Full extension there from Parrott to try to save it. But Amarillo puts themselves back in this one.
Amarillo down 2 goals, really picked up the intensity, decided they didn't want this game to start to get stretched. Like we said, how are they going to reply to that, or respond to the second goal from Wichita, and really had been probing. Chavez almost with the goal there. And now this is a mistake in the back. But Wichita, you saw once Benji there, Sack, a few guys a little bit far off in the defensive third in front of the goal, and that's usually a staple of what Wichita does, is getting guys behind the ball.
Officials timeout here. We want to thank Family Mitsubishi, the presenting sponsor of Wichita Wings Soccer. From their lot to your driveway, Family Mitsubishi has the tools and friendly staff to help you find a vehicle quickly and easily. They have a strong and committed sales staff with many years of experience satisfying their customers' needs. Come meet a salesperson at Family Mitsubishi, 6601 East Kellogg. That's the intersection of Kellogg and Woodlawn. Or visit their website online at www.buyfromfamily.com. We also want to thank the city of Park City, Kansas. Park City, Kansas has partnered with the Wichita Wings since 1979. Thank you, Park City, for your years of support to indoor soccer. Learn more about their wonderful community at parkcityks.com. 6 minutes, 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wichita Wings with a 2-1 lead over Amarillo. Jared Robbins is standing over this restart here at midfield. Tenike now playing the ball to Colin Lauder on the far side. A little bit of pressure coming from Vargas, the forward, but now Tenike at midfield looking for Robbins, the point man. Double teamed. Kieran Laking tracking this ball down. Plays it to Lucio. Lucio tracking back to Laking. Switches field. Lauder's there. Flicks it back to Tenike. Amarillo doing a good job of double teaming. And now Lauder gets a flick on. It's going to fall to Machado. And Amarillo looking to go quick here. Patriani plays the ball off the wall. Finds Vargas on the far side. Laking trying to shut him down. Shot comes in. Saved by Parrott.
Big save from Aaron Parrott coming from left to right. He's not happy. There's runners not being tracked out of the back. Part of that is Colin Lauder fell down here in that challenge, trying to put the ball to the back post to Jared Robbins. But deflection, Vitor puts the ball forward. Wichita had it covered. Deflection and put Aaron Parrott into a position where, he's having to get called into a little bit more action than he's happy about right now.
Patriani's shot goes wide. Lucio flicks it. Happy to just clear. Get some fresh legs on as Cade Martin and Daniel Sack make their way into the game for the Wings. Patriani leaves it for the goalkeeper, Chavez. Now Olivias A lot of guys for this Amarillo team who saw a lot of minutes last night are seeing some minutes in this one. Parrott does well to collect that ball. Cade Martin streaking forward. Parrott's going to play the long ball into the far corner for Martin, but it's off the head of Olivias.
Very close, fortunately, for Olivias to. Can Cade Martin get a touch? Oh, it's a handball. Yeah.
Handball outside of the box.
That's going to be a 2-minute penalty, and I don't know if they're going to award a shootout there or not, because it was a last player type situation where Cade was ready to score, and Chavez will not have to serve this penalty, however.
Right, someone else will go into the box for him.
But heads up play from Wichita to play quick. Olivias puts that out, and you thought it was an intentional clearance and it was going to be a situation where Wichita gets a restart, but Brian Otten's in position. Referee Brian Otten there walking towards us. The first referee in the middle is standing on the line and sees that it was in the middle of the field, not in the defensive third. So Wichita gets a restart quickly, plays into Cade. He shields and draws this handball.
And we've got to point to the spot here.
Yeah, we've got a shootout situation. I'd expect to see Taylor Henry or Colin Lauder on this ball right now.
Lauder's the one who's going to the ball. He wants it.
Yeah, and look, this is what you want. You want it was earned and well done from Wichita playing fast, and Cade getting that touch. Definitely was a moment that created that opportunity for the 2-minute penalty. It has to be a shootout. So Wichita with the shootout here coming straight at us.
Colin Lauder with the opportunity. Referee giving his instructions to Chavez. Feet need to stay on the line until the whistle. Here we go. Colin holds on to it. Chavez gets a touch on it. He's trying so hard, but loses the ball. Foul awarded. And it is a foul on Lauder.
Foul against Lauder. He just tried a little too much technical. He needs to make sure he gets a shot off there, but see what he's doing. You trust Colin. He's a technical player, and you take the good with the bad from players like that. But Colin will be disappointed that he didn't get the shot off. He tried to shift the keeper. Keeper didn't take the bait. Go ahead and shift the ball, pull the trigger. Different players have a different idea what they want to do. Some just take a touch or two and smack it across goal. And others are waiting for the keeper's hips to drop.
Wings will stay on the power play, though, as the shot comes in from Tenike. Kieran Laking's going to mop this ball up here on the near side at midfield, bring it back into play. 1 minute, 11 seconds left here in the power play. Here comes Colin Lauder, flicks it out to Laking. Laking back to Lauder. Lauder with space, flicks it back to Laking. Kieran's going to take the shot. It's off the wall. Rolls around the wall there. Colin Lauder's going to collect it. 1 minute left in the power play. Shot's going to come in. It's high. It's going to fall to the feet of number 17, Molina. Molina's going to flick it on. Parrott's going to collect. 47 seconds left in the power play as Tenike brings the ball upfield on the far side. Robbins unmarked in the corner. He's going to leave it for Lauder. Lauder to Laking. Laking, a recent addition to this power play offense.
Yeah, that left footer over there, you've got Lucio, you got Lakin, you got Hobson, but in training, Laking's really been lethal from that side on the in-swinger.
So much so that they told him to stop scoring goals so he could save some for the games. Tenike, Lauder, sweeps it to Kieran Laking. That ball's going to go out of bounds. 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. 7 seconds left in the clock. And because of the power play, it is a stoppage on the clock. Restarted now. Laking shot deflected by Olivias. And the penalty is over. Parrott. Now Colin Lauder. Laking's going to come off. Nathan Clark, the former Fallstown Flyers defender, coming on for the Wings. As Tenike brings this ball up the field. Robbins. Henry. And Henry's going to see a blue card for that one.
Henry's shooting the ball, and the player steps in and pushes it away. It should not be it's a foul because he's been kicked, but he didn't kick him with intent or malice, or in fact, it didn't even see him. Player pops out and pokes the ball away, pops out from behind another defender. I'm sure it hurt, but it is just a foul. It shouldn't be a man-down situation.
Right, Olivias is the player who's down. Took the full brunt of that shot and we're going to take a timeout here so the trainer can take a look at Olivias.
Opinion.
So don't forget, we're bringing you another doubleheader tomorrow on Facebook pay-per-view. A noon kickoff between the Amarillo Bombers and the Colorado Inferno. And then at 3 p.m. Central Time, you'll see these Wichita Wings take on the Omaha Kings FC in the final match of this Heartland Arena Invitational, part of the MASL2 regular season. These games count. This is no preseason tournament. The MASL2 season set to kick off fully a little bit later this year.
So Roger Downing coming out here, Zach, with Kevin Tenike in the back, Daniel Sack on the right. No news there, but Peter Espinoza and Zach Ellington will come in as runners here on the power play. They're both defenders that buzz around. They're getting their first action of the night, and as good a time to bring them in as you could have now. Can they recover from that, though? You know, quick hitter, and Amarillo almost gets a touch in there on the back post, and Kevin Tenike needs to organize his defense.
Espinoza, veteran defender, making his return to the Wings squad after being relegated to the booth last year with me because of some ankle injuries. Ellington, a longtime fringe player here for the Wings squad ever since the team came back into play, but good to see these guys getting some minutes in a tournament where you're playing 3 games in 3 days. You see that save from Parrott there, and a step from Ellington. Ellington trying to turn here, and Ellington's just content to play that ball up the field to Chavez. Minutes 15 left here in the power play. Patriani to Vargas. Shot's going to come in there from Machado. Flick on. Cleared off the line by the veteran, Kevin Tenike. Ball will go out of bounds, and that will be a stoppage on the clock. 1:29 left in the first quarter. 1:01 left here in.
Yeah, saved by Kevin Tenike, but this restart is a dangerous position with only 4 players on the pitch. They're going to dive here. Well done from the team.
Yeah, fantastic defensive effort. This is a team that's not afraid to put their bodies on the line to stop shots. Sack, the leader in blocked shots for the MASL2 last season, I believe.
Yeah, he was. And Tenike was in that top 4 as well.
Right. Tenike, veteran MISL, MASL player, spending time with the original reincarnation of the Wichita Wings back in 2011, Wichita B-52s, and the Kansas City Comets. So this will be a restart, goalkeeper restart here for Aaron Parrott. Long ball played forward. He is content just to throw this one. Chavez collects, puts it to the feet of Patriani. 30 seconds left in the power play before Taylor Henry is sprung from the penalty box. It's Vargas on the near side. Daniel Sack lining him up. Peter Espinoza is taking on Machado, but back to Patriani. Patriani plays it to Vargas at the top of the arc. Has the shot deflected by Ellington.
Handball.
Shot from Machado, blocked by Espinoza. 2 seconds left.
Force this all the way out and stay up. Wichita's back to full strength and has killed this penalty.
Henry's going to try to get forward here. Machado's going to bring the ball down to his feet. Now Patriani, far side.
This penalty kill's been in. They still got the same 4 guys in. They've been in for almost 2.5 minutes now, trying to kill out the rest of this quarter.
Yeah, just under 8 seconds left here in this one. Reyes with the ball at his feet, but that appears to be it for this first quarter. So at the end of one, it's Wichita Wings 2, Amarillo Bombers 1. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a couple minutes.
As a design-build general contractor, Evans Building Company has completed new construction, building retrofit, and remodeling services for commercial clients across the Wichita metro area for more than 50 years. The Evans team takes pride in delivering attractive, unique buildings for a variety of industries, from manufacturing and industrial to retail or religious organizations. Give us a call or visit our website to learn more about our services and why we are the team to build with.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter, like figuring out which remote turns the TV on. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
It can be tough knowing which way to go after an injury. Some paths can be long and confusing. They can twist and turn and may not lead to the destination you thought they would. In those times, standing at the crossroads of orthopedic care, choose the most comprehensive orthopedic care in Southern Colorado. Your path to recovery starts here at Colorado Springs Orthopedic Group.
Soccer House is Colorado Springs' premier indoor soccer facility. Thousands of players, hundreds of games, one passion. Learn the fundamentals of soccer with Mighty Kicks, ages 2 to 5. Year-round league play for all ages. We also feature lacrosse, dodgeball, flag football, personal training, and more. Hungry? Refuel after your game or watch your team play.
And welcome back to Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas. Wichita Wings leading the Amarillo Bombers 2-1. Underway here in the second quarter. Cade Martin on the ball for the Wings. Plays the ball back, but is dispossessed. Molina playing the ball forward to Conrad Goulburn. Goulburn double teamed. Took two guys to take him out. I can remember last season, Blake, Goulburn taking plenty of Wings players out.
Yeah, he's a big physical body target player, and definitely that's part of the game for him. So he's going to assert his physicality, and the Wings guys are going to have to address it that way.
Absolutely. Little shove there from Molina into Daniel Sack, but Sack trudges along, gets the ball to Lucio. Lucio, the crossfield pass to Lauder, finds Lucio again. Ball off the top of the glass. Cade Martin's trying to track this ball down, flicks it back. Doesn't quite make it to Colin Lauder. Instead, it's Reyes for Amarillo. He'll send that ball back across field to Guerrero. Guerrero into the far corner for Reyes. Good defending here from Lauder. Lauder getting tangled up, and Reyes couldn't decide if he wanted to go down or not, it seemed like. Cade Martin with the little toe poke to clear it. Finds Lucio.
See
fantastic
if Lucio
ball.
can get to that left foot from here. He has.
And Martin's beat his man.
Well defended.
Very well defended. Guerrero now plays the ball back to Chavez, the goalkeeper for Amarillo.
Yeah, you just wonder how much of this, the Amarillo's on about 4 more hour recovery time than the Wichita Wings. You hope that doesn't become a big play in this, but with these back-to-back games, you know, they're carrying 20 players into a game day. Usually it's 14 field players and 2 goalkeepers, so you can get the 16. Right now they're allowing that 20 players actually compete in the match. It's just because you're playing multiple games in the weekend. So you can have 26 on the roster and dress 20, but still, a lot of these key guys are still going to be playing day in and day out, and even though there's the running clock.
Patriani trying to tee up a shot here. It goes wide. Vargas tracks it down here on the near side, plays the ball back to Machado at midfield. Machado bringing it up. Lucio, now Olivius back into the game for the first time since going down earlier in the first quarter. Vargas to Patriani. Patriani trying to turn. Taylor Henley's tracking it down. He can defend just as well as he can attack. Lucio, unfortunately, a heavy touch there. Henry mops it up. Cade Martin.
Nathan Clark's joined. Cade is just too slow. It's a 3v1. He's got to drive or get off the ball, and now coming the other way is Amarillo, and Nathan Clark steps in with a fantastic challenge here.
Fantastic defensive effort from Clark there. Oof. Taylor Henry gets a toe poke on it.
That's going to be a 2-minute penalty, yeah. Similar call to the one they had on the 2-minute penalty where we thought Taylor Henry actually came in and was looking to shoot, and the player just stuck his foot in. In this case, the player thinks he's going to get to the ball. Taylor pokes it by and brings him down, and now you're going to see Wichita go back on a power play. Now, the clock does stop in the first 3 quarters on power plays, goals. On power plays, you don't want them to drain the clock. Now, we had an error in the booth. Not sure who the clock guy is up there, but he let the clock run in the arena in the first quarter on the power play, and did not do it when Amarillo had it, but did for the Wings. So the Wings will get their full 2 minutes of power play here, and let's see if they can take advantage.
Minute 50 left in the power play here. Colin Lauder Out to Laking, saved by Chavez. Robbins tried to poke it home there. Now Parrott's going to take this one. Lauder's going to bring it back upfield. Minute 30 left in the power play. Still 2-1 here in the second round Heartland Invitational action. Kieran Laking has that shot. It's just wide.
Yeah, Kieran's smacking the heck out of that ball. He doesn't have to hit it that hard. He just needs to get it on frame as well. But if it's that speed and on frame, then it's going to be difficult to save.
And they keep going back to Laking on this one. You have to think the Amarillo defense is going to pick up on that. Here he is. He's going to have it again.
They're inviting it because they're overloading against Kevin Teneyck, and Kevin Teneyck is the one. They obviously don't want Kevin. Not only does Kevin lead in tops in the league in blocks and so forth, but he was also one of the top goal scorers last year in the MASL. Kevin Teneyck at times was notching. I think he had a game in Colorado against the Rumble in addition to that with like 6 assists in a game. So you'd want to overload to the right, and that's given Kieran the opportunity. He just needs to put one of these in the back of the net.
Laking, Lauder. Colin Lauder goes down there. Advantage being played by Teneyck. Now Laking again. Into Taylor Henry. Henry to Colin Lauder. Teneyck has a shot. Deflected. Gets tangled up there, and the foul is given.
Extra stuff on the ground between Kevin and the player. It was going to be play on. Kevin had stepped in. Ends up with the player landed on him, and Kevin fouls after the play. But Wichita collects quickly again off Chavez, and now back to the power play.
Colin Lauder bringing this one up. 27 seconds left here in the power play for the Wings.
Just a little bit of lack of composure from Wichita. They need to calm down and get another look. And they have played through Jared Robbins, then to Teneyck. All right, one last chance on the power play, 10 seconds left.
10 seconds left in the penalty.
Little flick in there from Taylor Henry, just goes over.
What a ball from Colin Lauder. He rolls
Right.
it straight into Henry. Henry barely needs to get a touch on that, but he just gets too much backspin trying to put it above the goalkeeper and it goes over the top. Are they saying it was a deflection? Oh, it looks like this may actually be a
This is a
corner
corner
kick.
restart
So
here.
well done from Amarillo to get a touch after Henry redirected that ball from Lauder.
Laking, Lauder, Laking, flicked by Reyes there. Ends up at the feet of Kevin Teneyck, and now some pressure from Machado, who served the 2-minute penalty.
So both teams kill the power play there. It's a third power play we've seen killed, and a missed shootout opportunity from Wichita.
Machado now finds Molina. Molina content to play this one back to Reyes. And now back to the goalkeeper, Chavez. Just under 9.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Still 2-1 Wichita. Amarillo doing well to control the pace here, keep things slow. A little bit of pressure and some good pressure from Lucio. Chavez now dispossessed. Cade's going to play this one, and
needed to go in the air, just not quite high enough. He needs to try to float that in, a little finesse on that ball, but good idea. Like Lucio cheating and overcommitting on the goalkeeper, and that forced the mistake from Chavez, and Cade had an open net. He just didn't hit it quite high enough.
Cade back on the ball, off the wall. He's looking for Henry, but a foul in the box. This will be a goalkeeper restart here for Amarillo. Just under 8:45 left now in the second. Long ball played forward, looking for Vargas. Vargas gets a touch on it. Has 2 defenders on him, switches to Olivius on the far side. Olivius into the corner for Patriani. Patriani back to Olivius.
Really like those two players.
Now Chavez going to bring this ball right up the middle. Vargas tries to get ahead on it. Can't do it. Cade Martin flicks it for David Lucio. Now Lucio streaking up midfield. He has a little bit of space here. He's got 2 options. It's 3-on-2. Cade Martin shot. Taylor Henry.
What a development. Lucio finds Martin. Martin puts the ball right on Taylor's Henry on the second post, and that may be the last one you see from that distance that Taylor Henry misses for the rest of the year. But he'll keep working hard, and he'll be impactful in this game. But one he definitely is going to want back.
Good pressure
Calling
there.
a foul against Taylor, and that may be 4 fouls. It's at least 3. He took the 2-minute penalty. He just had the one pushing here in from behind, and then there's this. That may be a 4th foul against Taylor Henry. If not, it's at least 3. I'm not keeping the fouls here, so we'll see if the officials are talking about that. Are they calling it a foul, or are they saying it was a deflection out on Henry? Looks like it is a spot foul.
Right,
yeah,
and they had signaled an official's timeout here.
Well, they were discussing how many fouls that was. It's his third foul, clarified by the PA announcer, public address announcer Jared Cirillo. And, yeah, that's his third foul. So, Taylor, you're going to have to be careful. If not, just shut him down for the half. You don't want to pick up the fourth and a half. 4 fouls and a half, Zach, is a 2-minute penalty, and Wichita can't afford right now to go a man light against Amarillo.
Chavez is going to play this ball out of bounds. And this is the official's timeout with 7 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Epic Heating and Cooling is your professional HVAC service and repair company, servicing all of Wichita and surrounding communities. You can find them at 224 North Pennsylvania in Wichita. And the Wichita Wings would like to thank Evans Building Company. Evans Building Company is a general contracting firm specializing in design, build, construction of pre-engineered metal building systems. The team to build with for more than 57 years. Located at 7700 West 53rd Street in Mays. Wichita Wings would also like to thank Eddie U Massage Clinic. Eddie U Massage is the official massage therapist for the Wichita Wings. Eddie has over 22 years of massage therapy experience serving Wichita. Make your appointment today by texting Eddie 316-312-9226. 7 minutes, 23 seconds left here in the first half. Wichita still with the 2-1 lead. As the Wings come out of their huddle. Officials are ready to get things back underway here. We have a great socially distanced crowd of about 750 fans in the building this evening. Of course, the early games here at Hartman Arena being contested with no fans in the stands, unfortunately. That gives the arena extra time to sanitize surfaces and help keep the fans coming to the late games as safe as possible as Nathan Clark stands over this free kick. 7:23 left to go. Robbins now with the ball at his feet. Clark's going to have to track back to win this one, and it's going to end up at the feet of the goalkeeper, Aaron Parrott. Parrott finds Kevin Tenike on the far side. Tenike plays the ball into the corner, finds the point man, Robbins. Robbins, a defender in the outdoor game, converted to a target man here in indoor. Now Benji, dispossessed, ball played off the wall. Colin Lauder ends up with it and plays it back to the defender, Nathan Clark, for the Wings. Nathan finds Tenike in the corner. Tenike, now Colin Lauder. Tenike follows it up. Both shots go off the boards, and now Goalborn bring it up the side. Finds number 3, Jesus Giron. Nathan Clark to Benji. Benji's got some space to run here. He's got Cade Martin on the far side, Tenike on the near side. Tenike with the ball at his feet. Benji's begging for it back. And Benji will get the ball at his feet. Getting fancy with the footwork. Has the shot deflected. Cade Martin's trying to win it from the defender, but Amarillo looking to turn and make a move here. He's going to pass the ball to Vargas. Vargas has Kieran Laking and Matt Sherrod coming into the game for the first time. Mr. Hustle wins the ball, gets it to Cade Martin, and now Kieran Laking playing it back to Kevin Tenike. Tenike to Benji. Benji, and Tenike can't quite get a touch on that one that he wants. Plays it off the wall, does well to control it here. Sliding tackle and a drop toe hold there for number 17, Julio Molina.
Jeez, that was a rough one. Got both feet and leg around Kevin Tenike's ankle, and it took a pretty weird turn. Kevin doesn't typically stay down for too long, so we'll see how he feels about this. But it was a pretty nasty turn there for Kevin, and he caught the weight of the defender, one foot inside and the other foot. Kevin will looks like he's going to try to stand up and walk this off. He's not asking for a trainer, but both players fortunate there. You certainly don't want, as an Amarillo player, you certainly don't want to see a player get rolled up on and get hurt. And as a Wichita fan, or any fan for that matter, you don't want to see an ankle injury like that. So fortunate for everybody.
Drop toe hold that would have made the nature boy Ric Flair proud, but a blue card shown to Molina there. He will serve a 2-minute penalty for that vicious attack on 10.
Was that a patented move for Ric Flair?
Yeah, it was one he did. It was a good setup for the figure 4.
Okay, good. If I have any WWE, WWF, and I believe before
WWF. That would be NWA.
NWA. What was it around the time of the WWF? Because Ric Flair was in a different. Was it NWA? Is that what it was?
Well, NWA was the 80s, and then in the 90s it became WCW, World Championship Wrestling, when Ted Turner bought it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you are my go-to guy for all things wrestling.
I grew up in a trailer park. There's some things you just can't outlive. Benji with the ball at his feet now. Minute 53 into the power play, or left in the power play, is Lauder trapping the ball in the corner. Outside of his box, he touches the ball. Referees don't see it. We saw it clear from our vantage point there. Chavez is going to launch this one. He touched it ever so slightly and knew, oh no, I was out of the box, and it was a close one.
Yeah,
Benji's
I'm going to have to find out. I'm going
back.
to start making wrestling references to players, so I'm not sure who that would be, that little bait and switch, but maybe that would have been another Ric Flair move.
I mean, he was the dirtiest player in the game for a reason, Blake. Benji at the top of the arc. Out to Tenike, now back to Benji. Benji finds Laking. Laking dispossessed. A good step from Olivias. Olivias trying to bring it off, plays the ball off the wall to himself. Benji gets a flick on it. Laking, and now Benji, he's streaking forward. Has a shot off the wall. Machado now for the Bombers. Moving the ball up the field. Double teamed by Lauder. Tenike, and Benji's there as well, waiting to get the loose ball. Machado doing a great job of protecting the ball up against the boards there, though. Trying to kill off this power play. 40 seconds left, and just now does Kevin Tenike get it possession.
Well done from Machado to get there and hold up the play. Probably ran 20, 30 seconds off with some hold-up play. Fantastic.
Benji now restarting the attack here. Is going to play it to the far side. Laking's shot is saved. Reyes now. And the flick on is caught on by Benji. Benji, Laking. You can't give Laking too many more attempts like that. He'll put one in on you. Rolled in off the back heel of Lauder. Benji tracks it down.
Oh, difficult challenge. Another 2-minute penalty. Maybe should even be more with the caution for a yellow. Benji gets absolutely railed into the boards down here, and it's going to take a minute to get up from that one.
Darius Cadell is going to the box for Amarillo. It's a boarding call. Benji's getting up, though. Looks like he's going to be okay. He's a tough kid, man.
Amarillo,
he's taken some tough fouls over the last
Amarillo in this game, right? So here they are. They're now they're going to be playing with 3 for only 9 seconds, 8 or 9 seconds, not too long. But they continue to give up these fouls that away from the goal, away from the play. Wichita's going to take a timeout, it looks like. But you know, they just can't. They're in the game and they just can't get out of their own way right now with these penalties. So the 4th power play for Wichita.
Right, lots of opportunities here for the Wings, but haven't been able to convert, and that's a testament to this Amarillo Bombers defense. But they're in a hole right now, down 2 men for the next 9 seconds, and then another power play for the remaining minute 51. A timeout for the Wings here. ICT, Internal Medicine and Pain Management, serves the Wichita Wings, located inside the Westside Medical Office Building at 13th and Tyler. Request an appointment by calling 316-260-6363. And we'd like to thank our friends at Weed State Insurance. Weed State Insurance Group is an independent agent that offers choice, a high level of service, and is local to the Wichita community. Come visit them at 228 North Baltimore Avenue in Derby. And, of course, I don't think the season would be possible without our friends at Mid-America Orthopedics. The Wichita Wings athletic training and orthopedic partner is Mid-America Orthopedics. Mid-America Orthopedics is a single destination for orthopedic services, providing evaluation, diagnosis, surgery, rehabilitation, and therapy in one office. Locations in East, West Wichita, and Derby. You can thank them for a lot of these players being on the pitch most of the time.
Look, there's 8 seconds left in a 5v3. Expect Benji to drive in and commit and try to create a 3v1. Look, Wichita to look for an open shot or something on the back post. There's Kieran, and there's the goal.
And I told you.
There's the goal we've been waiting for. Now, here's how important it was for Coach Roger Downing to take that timeout, is that only kills the first penalty, which only has 4 seconds left. So that penalty wiped out. It was going to be out anyway. Laking's had 30 shots today. They're teeing him up over there. It's a matter of time before he finds the back of the net, and he's been lethal in training. So he's hitting those well. We need to see him continue to shoot. 1 penalty down. The next one now, Wichita's still on a penalty. It really is a chance to turn the tide in this game and go up 4-1 because they took that boarding penalty during the other penalty.
So the first penalty is over. 3:45 left here. Parrott's going to collect this one, and the Wings are on the power play still for another minute 47. 5-on-4. Benji's going to bring this one up. Lauder, Robbins, Laking, along with Tenike and Benji. Laking plays it back to Benji. Benji has a shot, and that ricochets off the post.
Looked like you hit the post twice.
It did. Laking now, shot.
There it is.
And
now
he's on a
2
brace.
for 2.
For those of you who are longtime Wichita Wings fans, you know that I've been waiting to see a Kieran Laking goal in person for a long time. I finally got it last night. He did have a goal in a game against Colorado last season. But now 2 in this one last night. Fantastic from Kieran Laking, proving that he is a huge part of this power play offense. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the second quarter. It's Wichita Wings 4, Amarillo Bombers 1. Vargas is going to play this ball for Patriani on the far side. Patriani has Daniel Sack defending. He's going to switch field to Olivias. Olivias and Reyes in defense. Now Chavez flicks the ball into the box, easily headed out by Sack. Reyes finds Vargas. Vargas looking for an option, has 3 defenders around him, forced to play it back to Reyes. Reyes into Patriani, has Sack on him. A great defensive effort there. But Cadell comes in and makes a great shot that goes wide. Ball played off the wall by Olivias. Now Vargas to Patriani.
Wichita trying to just get out of the back right there. Amarillo pressing high and almost gets a goal just off a deflection. So can Wichita handle this intensity and the pressure that Amarillo is trying to stay in this game? And they know these are crucial minutes, these last 2 minutes of the half. You don't want to go back into the locker room down 3 after as well as they've played. So, you know, they're pressing high trying to get that opportunity, and can Wichita weather that storm?
Wichita defense staying very compact there. Cade Martin is obstructed, but he's going to be called for the foul.
Oh, wow.
Right, yeah. Should have gone the other way, I believe.
Absolutely, yeah. The ball went by, and he's not letting the man go as well. That's principle defending. You don't let the ball and the man go, but it was clearly an obstruction call against Amarillo. Cade did tug, and a lot of times they catch the second one, but the intention was there to impede the play for sure. David
Lucio is sprung on the near side. Martin, he's going to have the shot. Matt Sherrod's there. He's going to collect and keep the attack alive here for the Wings. Minute 24 left. Shot comes in. Saved by Chavez.
Like to see Lucio get that shot off just a second earlier. He carried it a little too deep into the corner, and he's so lethal with his left foot. If he could give himself a little bit better angle, you definitely fancy him. The keeper's not going to hold it. At best case scenario, he's pushing it away, and David was just faster than the rest of the team. The other players couldn't catch up, so even though he hit it across goal, there wasn't any runners. Sherrod also opts to drive it across goal where we just don't have players in position yet on the second post.
Under 60 seconds left here in the first half. Tenike with the ball at his feet finds Benji in midfield. No, Benji dummies, trying to get it to Lauder. That ball's going to go out of bounds. Top of the arc restart here. Clock doesn't stop, though. 35 seconds left. Wings want to take this one quick. Tenike's going to stand over it. Two-man wall.
Here to the right again. This is interesting. Kieran on the right, on his left foot again.
He's going to take it. Lauder now, 20 seconds. Tenike steps up, tries to flick that ball in for Robbins. But it doesn't get there. Reyes. And now number 19, Guerrero. A little bit of a tangle there between Goulbourne and Lauder, and that's going to do it here for the first half. And at the end of 2, it's Wichita Wings 4, Amarillo Bombers 1. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll be back in 15 minutes with the second half of this MASL2 Heartland Invitational second round match.
It can be tough knowing which way to go after an injury. Some paths can be long and confusing. They can twist and turn and may not lead to the destination you thought they would. In those times, standing at the crossroads of orthopedic care, choose the most comprehensive orthopedic care in Southern Colorado. Your path to recovery starts here at Colorado Springs Orthopedic Group.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
As a design-build general contractor, Evans Building Company has completed new construction, building retrofit, and remodeling services for commercial clients across the Wichita metro area for more than 50 years. The Evans team takes pride in delivering attractive, unique buildings for a variety of industries, from manufacturing and industrial to retail or religious organizations. Give us a call or visit our website to learn more about our services and why we are the team to build with.
Soccer House is Colorado Springs' premier indoor soccer facility. Thousands of players, hundreds of games, one passion. Learn the fundamentals of soccer with Mighty Kicks, ages 2 to 5. Year-round league play for all ages. We also feature lacrosse, dodgeball, flag football, personal training, and more. Hungry? Refuel after your game or watch your team play at the Upper 90 Tavern. Book your next corporate event or party today. Built by players for players. Soccer House, 4845 List Drive, Colorado Springs.
So open tryouts is important for numerous reasons. Obviously, you're always looking to bring somebody into your first team. So the coaching staff right now is trying to identify players that can come in and help immediately, as well as the future. And part of that future for us is always the local talent. We want to have guys that ultimately can develop into Wings players and learn from guys that are part of that Wings lifeline right now. The lifeline is a timeline that goes all the way back to 1979 for the Wings. So guys that learned from Kevin Cooley and Roy Turner and Andy Chapman and Norman Piper, all the way to the Chico Borjas and Dale Irvines and Eric Rasmussen. A guy like LeBaron Holloman or Sammy Lane or Brian Cushing, Larry Enlow, Jamie Harding, that then taught the Brian Perez, Alex Mosley, Kevin Tenike, Brent Hobson, Colin Lauder, and the 2010, 11, 12 seasons. And now those guys are here teaching the next generation of players. So it's important for us not just to grab local players right now, but also to grab some young talent that can be that lifeline for us for the long haul.
First off, we're looking for energy and effort. I mean, that's number one, especially in the indoor game. If you've ever seen us play, we always bring the energy, always bring the effort. Second off, technical ability. Like, if you can't possess a ball, trap a ball, play a ball, indoor, you're really going to struggle to play. Those are really the main things we were looking for today. Moving forward tomorrow night, it'll be more of the same things. It'll be great to actually mix in some of the tryout guys with our current Wings guys, just to see how they kind of play off of our guys. So it should be a good time tomorrow night.
A lot of good talent out here. The biggest thing is indoor soccer is a whole new, new different beast, and if you haven't played it a lot, it's going to be tough to learn. They usually say it takes you about 3 years of playing like high-level indoor soccer before you really understand it. So, it's a little raw, but there's definitely some talent out here.
All you guys are rookies, but Vic.
I think we have all your contacts.
We ready for another second half, Kieran?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully we can pull away with it, get a couple more, see it through.
So what do you want to hear from the fans?
Keep encouraging us all the way to the end. Let's get more goals, let's see it through.
All right. Kieran Laking, ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome back to Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas. Third quarter about to kick off here between the Wichita Wings and the Amarillo Bombers. Wings with a 4-1 lead here in this second round matchup in the 2021 MASL2 Heartland Arena Invitational. Earlier today, the Colorado Inferno defeated the Omaha Kings FC. And here we go. Machado to Vargas to kick things off for the Bombers. Blake, what does Amarillo have to do to get back into this game?
I don't think they have to score quick. I think they just need to start to find a little bit more run of possession. Maybe, really Amarillo outshot Wichita for when we talk about shots on goal. They had more shots on goal. Wichita took a ton of blocks. The difference was the power plays. And, this is really on par. I was talking to one of the Wings personnel here a few minutes ago, and he said that yesterday Amarillo had 5 2-minute penalties in the first game that they played against Omaha Kings, and they're really on track for that again. And so they were frustrated at the end of the half and came off telling the referee, hey, it's 4 one way and 1 another. And they said, hey, 2 of those are boarding penalties, where you rolled up a guy or smacked him into the boards. What do you want? The other 2 are pretty similar to the one that Wichita got, where just a little bit late a challenge. So I would say at
Henry
this
goes
point,
down there.
Amarillo just needs to calm down, get out of their own way with some of these penalties, finish an opportunity or 2, but just keep playing the same way they're doing. They've created more chances than they did yesterday, and there they are again, a shot on frame and another block from Kieran Lakin. So Wichita really not quite as composed as they were yesterday, and Amarillo, I don't feel like Amarillo's too far out of this. They just need 1 or 2 to go their way.
Cade Martin into the game for the Wings now as Patriani plays that ball into the box. Vargas goes down. Laking wins the ball, clears the ball, but it's going to fall to Cadell.
Need to hold the ball here. Vargas still down in the box. I'm not sure if he's holding his face or what happened, but there was a challenge down there, and he fell forward, and he's just kind of laying flat. So as the trainer comes out here, maybe we'll figure out a little bit more. But here you see already again, and Vitor's trying to say, hey, let me talk to the official. We don't need everybody coming off the bench and coming at the official heavy-handed and frustrated. And you see that's the Amarillo. They left the end of the first half frustrated and arguing with the referee.
Really a mass confrontation.
Mass confrontation, yeah.
The whole bench.
Yeah, 5-6 players inside the referee crease, so bench ran over. So not sure what they were talking about. We didn't go down there and get that information. But all but a few players, and the head coach was not involved in that either. A few players said, hey, guys, that's enough. Let's move on. The veterans, Vitor, Goldburn, some of those guys saying, guys, let's get to the locker room. And we'll see what happens here. But certainly hope the best. Don't want to see a player of the ability of Julio Vargas leaving this match. He's one of the key players for Amarillo right now. It looks like he's going to get up and walk this off, so that's great news.
While Vargas is maybe not as much of a goal-scoring threat as he's been in the past versus this wing squad, he's really pivotal to the ball movement for the Bombers.
Yeah, I love watching Vargas play, the fluidity of his play.
Looks like he's going to try to stay
movement.
in here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then, a little bit of gamesmanship here, too, and that's probably the way to go about it. Not the argument with the referee, but maybe just a little bit of, hey, there was something there, and you just kind of plant that seed, and that's fine. Clock stops on a injury, so basically we took without taking an injury timeout. We took one within the arena without it being a full timeout there. And
Vargas does have to come off, though, because the trainer came out.
He will come off, but he's clearly in good health and will be back in this match.
He'll be placed by number 7, Miguel Reyes, as Olivia stands over the ensuing free kick.
It's Wichita's target man there, Jared Robbins, big man, the California kid.
He's no kid.
He's not a kid. He's a grown man for sure, and he's bigger than a grown man because I'm as grown as I'm going to get. I'm a man. I'm 40 years old, and I'm not that size. I'm not Jared's size.
No. A little bit of a miscommunication there, maybe between Clark and Parrott. The ball still ends up getting cleared out of the box. Reyes now with the ball at his feet, looking for options. Plays it into Patriani, headed out by Clark. Colin Lauder trying to win this one. It's dispossessed. Oh, now he gets it back. Great slide tackle there from Olivias. Keeps Machado on the attack. Machado content to play this one back to Cadell. Darius Cadell, little flick in, maybe hoping somebody gets on the end of it, but collected by Parrott.
You see it there again in the flow play. Machado stops in possession while they have a chance to score in the offensive third, turns and argues with head referee there, Brian Otten, and chirping back and forth. Otten's not having much of it, but Machado's trying to prove his point.
Benji's got a chance.
Way better serve trying to help the team and just continue to possess to create chances.
Benji with some great offense there. Now Clark trying to mop it up on the defensive end.
Good save there from Aaron Parrott. Yeah, Nathan Clark misjudges that ball, but just gets enough body in to make Conrad take that on his left foot across his body, and Conrad puts that back on frame, and Parrott saved with the left shoulder.
Under 12 left here in the third quarter. Still 4-1 Wichita. As Parrott's directing traffic, looking to play this ball into Cade Martin, the 16-year-old in the far corner. Martin double teamed, but Benji's there to mop it up. Benji crosses for Lauder. Lauder step over, bringing it back across the midfield. Now to Cade Martin. Daniel Sack, the veteran defender. Martin switches back to Lauder on the near side. Lauder flicks to Benji. Benji triple teamed almost, gets it out to Clark. Now Robbins looking for an option. Switches it back to Benji. Olivias is there to defend for the Bombers. Benji gets a shot off. It's off the wall. Sack's going to have a crack at this one. Deflected by Reyes. Sack gets it back. Finds Benji. Benji content to play this one back to the goalkeeper, Parrott. And the Wings will reset their attack. Benji now. Molina in front. Streaking on Taylor Henry. Plays it off the wall. And a yellow card being issued here.
It's not sure what it is, but the referees are on the same page. Of course, they're all wearing headsets, obviously, so they don't know if it was some sort of bench penalty or dissent or something behind the play, but the referees are telling the player, it looks like
Vargas.
It looks like Vargas, and I bet you what it was if you get, I think it's a bench penalty against Vargas because he stopped the play, requested a trainer, stayed down for X amount of time, and then entered before a certain amount of time. If you embellish a play and stay
Let's go to Jared real quick. He'll tell us.
5-minute misconduct penalty for number 22 for Amarillo. Julio Vargas, illegal substitution. It's a 5-minute misconduct penalty. It is not a power play situation.
So he was not eligible to come back into this one.
That's correct. So he didn't pass the certain amount of time. I believe it's 5 minutes, but you have to clear. You can't just embellish and hold up the play and then jump right back into the game, and that's supposed to keep players honest so that they're not just staying down for a while.
Tenike's shot is high. Lucio trying to track this one down. Goulbourne gets on it, but Lucio now for the Wings. Goulbourne plays it off the wall. Lucio still trying to track this one down and finally does. Gets it to Kieran Laking. Laking content to play this one off the wall for Kevin Tenike.
4v3 here if Tenike can find the second post.
Robbins.
First ball.
Now Henry with a shot. Tenike trying to tee one up. Double teamed. Robbins with some space. And a great sliding challenge there from Molina to turn things around. Molina again is playing advantage. There's a foul on Laking, and they're going to play advantage here. Machado now trying to work his way in. Shot comes in and into the back of the net.
Great advantage call from the referees. Kieran Lakin committed a foul at midfield. Referees said play on. Amarillo's advantage. Amarillo ends up getting a touch to the back post to Vitor, and Vitor gets his first goal of the night and the first goal of this tournament because didn't play last night. But now Amarillo's pulled within 2. So 4-2 Wichita Wings on a transition goal where, you know, you always think the green team's against you, and you're arguing, and that you let a foul go, and now you look, that advantage actually rewarded Amarillo, and they score on the backside because of it.
4-2 with 9:52 left here in the third quarter. Cade Martin will restart this one for the Wichita Wings. And even though it wasn't a quick goal, it was the first goal of the half, which could be a huge momentum shift here for the Bombers. Now Taylor Henry on the ball. Good pressure coming in from Reyes. Nathan Clark with pressure coming in from Goldberg has to play it back to Parrott. Parrott seemingly dragged down by Goldberg there. And there's going to be a foul.
Mistake there from Aaron Parrott, just a little bit erratic coming out with his feet. This game's more and more pressure coming to Parrott. He's been called into action, obviously more than the Amarillo goalkeeper, and really needs to settle his guys in. Runners aren't getting tracked. Wichita fortunate to really have a 2-goal lead in this game.
Foul on Henry, his first of the half. Got himself into a little bit of foul trouble there in the first half. Henry goes down there. Nothing given. Olivias will stand over this one. Goalkeeper Chavez going out wide. That's who they'll play it to.
Three-line rule there. Oh, no, a dissent from the bench. Again, a bench warning. So still something happening on the bench where there's still dissent and chirping with the referee. I thought he signaled 3 lines, but it appeared that Chavez was over the line. Maybe not.
No, I believe this is a 3-line because they're bringing the ball back down to this side of the field. I think he's conferring with the other official.
He looked over at the bench and told the Amarillo bench, and it may have just been the referee communicating that to the Amarillo bench.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. It's going to be Amarillo standing over the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a warning on Wichita.
That was the signal to dissent for a bench dissent warning there, and we'll play on.
So Chavez now, long ball played in. Parrott makes the save. Cadell with the ball at his feet. Shot comes in from Reyes. Reyes off the wall. Cadell collects. Off the wall. Cleared by Robbins. Off the wall again. Nathan Clark tries to get a foot on it. Olivias can't quite get on it. Taylor, Henry, and Benji both streaking forward. Henry is going to have a shot here. Lays it off for Benji, and Benji buries it in the back of the net.
Fantastic counterattack from Wichita. The Amarillo just teeing balls up. Ball gets flicked out. Taylor and Benji out running. Taylor smart enough to take that touch just inside to shift the keeper from his right to his left in order for the keeper to think maybe Taylor's shooting. Taylor held the play up long enough for Benji to get around. Taylor slots it. Benji's second goal of the night. Assist to Taylor Henry.
With 7:46 left here in the third quarter, it's Wichita Wings 5, Amarillo 2. Officials time out on the field. Interested in partnering with the Wichita Wings? The Wings are committed to local businesses and organizations. Our ability to provide family entertainment on the field and support in our community could not be accomplished without these partnerships. To learn more about Wings partnership programs, contact us today at info@wichitawings.com. Of course, the Wichita Wings would love to thank our friends over at Sugar Shane's Cafe. Every time the Wings score 7 goals, bring your ticket stub to Sugar Shane's Cafe in Augusta within the next 4 days after the game to receive 6 free wings. Sugar Shane's Cafe is located at 430 State Street in downtown Augusta, Kansas. 7:46 left to go here in the third quarter. Wings with a 3-goal lead. And interesting tidbit.
I think we have a James Togba sighting down there behind the Evans Builder signs. James Togba, obviously stalwart defender for FC Wichita for years now. A little bit of time with the Kansas City Comets for a couple seasons, and over the last 2 years now with Utica City. Utica City obviously out of New York in the MASL, but Togba is dealing with a knee injury that he picked up in the MASL All-Star game, and anytime he's in need of, hey, I'm going back to coaching or this or that, and this is Wichita's became that home away from home, so I believe James Togba is in the building. That's great to see.
A little bit of a history lesson between Texas and Wichita. We were talking about the Kansas City Chiefs earlier, and Lamar Hunt started the Dallas Tornado. Wings legends Roy Turner, Kevin Cooley, Jeff Bourne all played for the Tornado. So we're seeing more history in the
Roy
Texas.
Turner brings indoor soccer brings soccer really overall to Wichita. And good advantage call, and then bring it back to David Lucio. That may be a yellow card there for DeCint. Chavez needs to be careful and watch not to pick up and go short-handed again. But, yeah, you're right. So all those guys came. Not just did Lamar Hunt have the Dallas Texans, and
Great
then
shot from Robbins.
Also the Tornado. One went to Kansas City. One came to Wichita as the Wichita Wings. The other one was the Kansas City Chiefs. And both ended up being massive in their markets, obviously, what he's done with Kansas City. Now his son Clark still owns FC Dallas.
Oh, cleared off the line there by Giron.
What a touch from Lucio. Good football from the guys. And Kevin Tenike dips one down low, finds David Lucio, and he's unlucky not to be on the score sheet again with that one.
Under 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Tenike, Robbins. Shot comes in from Kieran Laking.
Kieran Laking on a hat trick now.
The hat trick hero.
Boy, did he get a hold of that one. Reminds me of a famous Wichita Wing. Now, most people, when you say that, you're thinking Jurgen Christensen or Eric Rasmussen or Chico Borja, Andy Chapman, Dale Irvine. We can go on for days. That reminds me of a left footer in the early 90s by the name of Steve Pittman. And Steve Pittman used to absolutely just smash the ball. He could hit the stitching out of a ball, and he would score. He was a defender, physical presence, had a left footer, would come in on shootouts and free kicks and set pieces. But if he got the ball like that in the flow of play, it was get out of the way because this thing's coming in hot. It's in the back of the net or a concussion protocol for sure.
6 minutes, 50 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Wichita Wings 6, Amarillo Bombers 2. Kieran Laking with a hat trick in this one as we see the Wings. David Lucio now coming down with the ball. And Lucio dragged down there.
Lucio
by Patriani.
Really having a very, very good game. He's drawn multiple fouls. He's been in behind these last couple minutes here. He's been influential in stretching this lead out.
Reyes defending for the Bombers against Lucio. Lucio, some good ball movement, double teamed, little hip check there from Machado. Reyes is going to end up with this one. Clark is able to win it at midfield and get it to Taylor Henry. Henry double teamed. It's going to be Guerrero who comes away with this one, but no, a good step from Daniel Sack. And now an injury on the
field.
field.
Looks like Vitor may have rolled his ankle. There wasn't anything in it. Obviously, he was coming in to challenge. Amarillo needs to maybe just hold the ball up here and let's get a stoppage. There we go. We get this thing stopped long enough to get Vitor off. He isn't asking and lobbying for a foul. He came in to play the ball and didn't get any of it. No contact at all, really. He just turned and rolled his ankle, and looks like he's going to try to walk it off.
So Patriani back on the bench.
Patriani, man, one of my favorite players in the MASL, MASL2 either. Really like the guy. I've watched him play a few times with Amarillo prior to them joining the MASL2, and then watching streams and so forth, and then saw him in person last year. And as you know, I told you before the game, hey, I'm excited that he's here. Definitely a big challenge, and fantastic player.
Martin gives up the foul here. Machado standing over the free kick, takes it quick, and the official says no, needs to be on my whistle. Precious time ticking away for Amarillo, down 4 goals here. Parrott with the save. Benji with the clearance, but it falls only as far as midfield. Ball goes out of bounds. And now wholesale changes. And Vargas is back into this game after serving a 5-minute penalty from an illegal substitution.
He had the substitution rule that was 5 minutes. He comes in early, ends up having to miss 10 minutes of soccer. So that's unfortunate for Vargas, but certainly their bench will be aware of that in the future.
Giveaway. Molina now has the ball for the Bombers, but Benji does well to come back and win it with good pressure from Daniel Sack. Plays the bar back to Clark. Clark finds Tenike. Tenike finds Robbins. Close to the corner, plays it back for Kevin Tenike. Tenike's looking for some space, plays it back off the wall to Jared Robbins. Robbins now finds Tenike. Tenike content to bring this ball back. He's trying to position Colin Lauder, but lays it back off to midfield and Kieran Laking. Lauder now on the near side. finds Robbins. Robbins tries to play it off the ball, or play it off the wall for Lauder, but Chavez collects. Now Vargas trying to thread that ball in for Goulburn. Lauder's going to end up with it. Olivias gets physical and gets it back to the goalkeeper, Chavez. Now Patriani back onto the field. Looks like he's going to be okay. Chavez bringing this ball up into the corner. Unmarked is Olivias. Laking gets there. Parrott collects. The wings looking to go quick here for Benji on the far side. Benji, the former Chihuahua Savage man, battling Vargas for the ball. Vargas has it at his feet. Is playing it along the far wall. Taylor Henry's going to make a step. Benji's going to get called for the foul here.
Yeah, and Benji did foul him. And well done from Vargas to get out of the back there, rolling the ball, breaking the pressure. He did well. I don't know what happened to Benji. He's holding up. Maybe he caught something up around the face. Oh, yeah, it looks like there is some blood coming from Benji's face.
Yeah, it looks like he caught an elbow.
Maybe caught an elbow there from Vargas. But, Benji certainly was fouling him. He's up against him pretty tight. So, it can be one of those moments. I didn't see anything that looked like Vargas went out of his way to put him down.
Not at all. Seemed like it was incidental contact.
Benji is a pesky defender. He's an attacking player. He controls the flow of the game, finds that look on the second post. He can score goals against you. All of these things fantastic. But defensively, he just bothers you a little bit because he's right up in your stuff. He's grabbing, he's tugging. So he gets those little shots to the chest and face a little bit more than most guys because he's right up in your business like that.
Cadell with the restart. And, we mentioned a player earlier today for the Colorado Inferno, Ismael Morales, who's kind of a pest, kind of a guy who can just get into your business if you're a defender. And Benji can be that guy. He's a very versatile player. He plays a lot of different roles, but he can be that kind of pesky attacking player. Reminds me a lot of Morales for the Inferno. Of course, the Inferno will take on this Amarillo Bombers side tomorrow. A noon Central Time kickoff here from Hartman Arena. 3 p.m. game will be the Wichita Wings versus Omaha Kings FC. You can see that here live on Facebook pay-per-view. So we're just under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. It's Olivias finding Cadell. Ball headed out off the wall. Vargas will play that one back to his goalkeeper, Chavez. Now Chavez, a little bit of pressure coming from Lucio. Olivia's trying to turn the corner here, but good pressure from Lucio along the wall there.
Well done from David Lucio, and picks up a foul. Forced him wide, put his body in when it was time. Nothing nasty at all, just gets in position, draws a foul, and now he's released Taylor Henry here on a counter. And if that's not a defensive play right there, Jared Robbins is standing wide open on the backside of the box, and Henry's looking to chip it to him and find him, and he's 1v1 with Chavez. So
Clark now
still probing.
Clark now with the ball at his feet switches back to the veteran defender, Tenike. Tenike finds Peter Espinoza, who's playing forward now. Espinoza seeing his first action of the second half in the attacking half of the field. Robbins in the corner. And the foul's going to be given here. Under a minute left. Need to go quick. Tenike recognizes this and tries to line up a shot. Plays it for Espinoza, who tries to take me out with the ball again.
Yeah, Peter loves to do that. He always sends every shot into the press box intentionally. He warns you before the game.
We literally saved my life last season. I've had one too many concussions.
He had an ankle surgery, and while he was recovering, he was your broadcast partner.
Right, yeah.
So I have big shoes to fill here.
we all know that we're second and third place to Peter Espinoza when it comes to being in this booth.
Yeah.
He's just good at everything. And that's going to do it here for the third quarter. Wichita Wings 6, Amarillo 2. Stay tuned. In 2 minutes, we will bring you the final 15 minutes of this one.
As a design-build general contractor, Evans Building Company has completed new construction, building retrofit, and remodeling services for commercial clients across the Wichita metro area for more than 50 years. The Evans team takes pride in delivering attractive, unique buildings for a variety of industries, from manufacturing and industrial to retail or religious organizations. Give us a call or visit our website to learn more about our services and why we are the team to build with.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter, like figuring out which remote turns the TV on. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
It can be tough knowing which way to go after an injury. Some paths can be long and confusing. They can twist and turn and may not lead to the destination you thought they would. In those times, standing at the crossroads of orthopedic care, choose the most comprehensive orthopedic care in Southern Colorado. Your path to recovery starts here at Colorado Springs Orthopedic Group.
Soccer House is Colorado Springs' premier indoor soccer facility. Thousands of players, hundreds of games, one passion. Learn the fundamentals of soccer with Mighty Kicks, ages 2 to 5. Year-round league play for all ages. We also feature lacrosse, dodgeball, flag football, personal training, and more. Hungry? Refuel after your game or watch your team play at the Upper 90 Tavern. Book your next corporate event.
Welcome back to Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas. Final 15 minutes of this one. Wichita Wings 6, Amarillo Bombers 2. Fourth quarter timing rules are in effect here. So the ball will stop, or the clock will stop at normal intervals on the referee's whistles. Ball played to Reyes. Reyes has a shot right into the hands of Aaron Parrott. Parrott's going to play this ball quick for David Lucio. Lucio now bringing the ball upfield. Shot's going to come in from Tenike, and it is up high. It'll be a restart here for the goalkeeper. Guerrero now with the ball at his feet, plays it back to the goalkeeper, Chavez. Chavez now. Goalkeepers can play up past midfield in the fourth. Expect Chavez, who's very confident with his feet, to get some action in the attacking half. Amarillo now with the ball at the far side. Playing the ball back into midfield, leaving it for Chavez. Good pressure from Jared Robbins. Reyes getting around now. Guerrero finding his man. Back to midfield, it's Guerrero. He's going to try to get a shot off here. Great save from Aaron Parrott. David Lucio now with the ball at his feet. Streaking forward, taking on his man. Finds Taylor Henry on the far side. He's going to try to bring this ball into the corner. Double team. Makes some space for himself. And a great flick there from Cade Martin. But right into the hands of the goalkeeper, Chavez. Vargas trying to do something with this one. Parrott collects. Clark doing all that he can to get a touch on that one.
Yeah,
now,
good defending there from Nathan Clark to get his body in and allow Parrott to come and make a play there.
Benji's back in this one. He's got a bandage on his face, so he definitely took a shot earlier. Might be a piece of gauze in his mouth. I can't quite see from here.
Yeah, I think it was in the mouth, so I think he's just biting on a piece of gauze.
Clark crosses back to Taylor Henry. Good step there from Machado to win the ball. He's streaking forward here for the Bombers. Cade Martin not afraid to give him a little shoulder check. Double team there. Machado asking for a foul, nothing given. Cade Martin one-on-one with Olivias. Olivias does great to poke the ball away there, but it ends up at the feet of Nathan Clark. Now Henry at midfield. Plays the ball for Benji. Benji finds Jared Robbins.
Machado with a lot. He's going to get a 2-minute penalty here. He turned and threw an elbow. Are they calling it on Taylor Henry? If both or none, it might be his thing. Machado came with the elbow and turned around and squared up and balled his fist just a little bit. Machado left the play. A 16-year-old kid here, Cade Martin, comes in on the challenge. Hardly anything in it. Machado turns, argues with the referee again. Then he goes down behind the play, bodies Taylor Henry, throws an elbow, turns. Henry's shocked that he's involved in it, but Machado back to his typical, what we've become accustomed to throughout this game, Zach, is he's just too much lobbying with the officiating. He's really working on getting ejected, and Amarillo coaching staff would be doing him a favor by reeling him in right here and maybe just killing off the rest of his game for him before he ends up missing another game. He's been unhappy since halftime, and it's showing.
And there's definitely depth on that Wichita bench. Maybe save Taylor for tomorrow's game against Omaha. 12:19 left here in the one, and now we're playing 4-on-4. So
yeah, Taylor's on his second blue card, so one more and he's gone. Three blue cards or a combination of 3 cards. So, at this point, it needs to avoid anything, even a dissent penalty. You just go, you don't argue. The yellow card with that would have been an ejection. So you don't want to pick that up and have any kind of cards that may carry over to tomorrow or whatever it might be when it comes to specifically a red card. You're going to miss tomorrow. So like to see, the Victor Olerin Fimmies, Mr. Hustle, get Maddie out there a little bit. Maybe Zach Ellington run some of these guys who have been on less minutes. We haven't seen Vic yet in this game. Vic is learning the indoor game right now and stands to be a big part of what Wichita wants to do in the future. That's Victor Olerin Fimmy. Can we start to get him a few of those minutes? And then tomorrow, we know he's going to play a big role in tomorrow as well. And that's really why you see Wichita with such a big roster. It wasn't game 1 and 2. It was for game 3 to offset some of those injuries that are out with the call-ups, is bringing guys, Vic, Peter Espinoza, Maddie, and making sure that they run for them tomorrow when everybody's already on game 2.
Shot blocked there by Daniel Sack, the MASL2 leader, and he gets taken down there. Advantage being played. Lucio streaking forward here. Sack's slow to get up. He's back on his feet. Goalkeeper comes out. Lucio wins this ball. Let's see what Lucio can do. 3 defenders are out, and McKieran Laking now. 47 seconds left in both penalties as we still play 4-on-4 here. Kevin Tenike holding the ball up. Wholesale changes. Cade Martin's going to come in up top. Clark and Benji accompany him as Tenike on the near side, looking for an option. Finds Benji at midfield. Benji plays the ball into the box. Cleared out by Olivius. Now Clark switches back over to Tenike. Tenike looking for an option. Decides to play it in the corner for Cade Martin. Martin off the wall. Smart use of the wall from Martin there. His indoor IQ is developing rapidly.
Yeah, very technical player, able to shield, able to turn, play either direction. Very much a hold-up player as a defensive mid and outdoor. So converting him into the indoor player as, a target has been very unselfish, holding the ball, distributing it, but learning to use the boards and so forth usually takes players a lot longer, and there's more of a learning curve.
Martin tracking back defensively there. Goalborn. Both teams back to full strength here.
Now can Taylor and Machado both get this under wraps? There's just been a little too much, not just between them, but they've both been in the middle of stuff at this point. We don't want to see this, continue, and both not happy with their current situation. It looks like the quicker we can get that deal killed and over with. There's Machado just.
Oh, wow. Benji's going to have the shot.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, no, it was a great idea, actually. Slows things up, lets some substitutions come on. Benji's going to challenge Chavez here, and he's going to get past Chavez. Benji one-on-one, and he scores!
Did they call a foul? Did the referee stop the play there? Oh, he's called a foul against Benji.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. What a play from Benji. And, it takes what was a hat trick for Benji off the board, and was certainly should have been rewarded with that. There was a little bit of pushing and shoving between Benji and Chavez both, but Chavez made the mistake. Benji had the same right to the ball and scores a goal with Chavez out, and unlucky there.
A foul that's as hard as a marshmallow, and that goal gets erased off the board. Chavez now playing the ball forward for Goulburn. Nathan Clark trying to take him on. Clark, the former Fallstown Flyers man. Plenty of time playing against these Amarillo guys.
Yeah, 3 years now, so he's had plenty of time against Amarillo, and Amarillo won the Texas League 2 years ago, so obviously Nathan Clark was the Defender of the Year that year with Fallstown Flyers. Amarillo had the Goalkeeper of the Year, Chavez, the Player of the Year as well, and obviously, Nathan Clark had in the finals in that tournament had quite an uphill battle trying to control Amarillo.
3-land pass. It's going to be a yellow line restart here for the Wings in their attacking third. 8:37 left in the game. Remember, tomorrow we will see this Wichita Wings squad take on Omaha Kings FC. That's the 3 p.m. Central Time game.
Here's the player that we've been looking for in this game now.
Victor's
is Victor Olarenfemi. Get him some minutes today, and let's get him in the first lines tomorrow and let him run just a little bit here. But just needs to log some minutes tonight, get out, move around a little bit, and get him in those couple shifts tomorrow and let him loose. He's part of learning this indoor game and having the soccer acumen. Victor's a very intelligent guy. He's going to pick it up quick. He has all the tools. Being over there on the bench, listening to the coaches, listening to the players, and then being able to try to translate that to, all right, my heart rate's up now, and I got to think about all these nuances that are not typical, nuances that an outdoor player deals with.
And a good stop there from Victor Olarenfemi, looking for an option to play the ball. Finds it out wide with Daniel Sack. Lucio now. Cade Martin is going to come off for Jared Robbins. Lucio into the near corner. Plays the ball. Saved by Chavez. And a foul given inside the box.
Lucio just clips him there, fighting for a 50-50 ball. Looked like maybe Machado and Lucio going for that 50-50 ball. And Lucio, Jared Robbins came in, subbed. Indoor, in transition. You sub him off the defensive half and run somebody on the offensive half, and Jared Robbins was making that second post run, and Lucio tries to squeeze it in near post and just didn't see him, and then once he tried to recover, he commits the foul.
Off the head of Matt Sherrod, and now Laking tied up with Vargas here in the near corner. Shot comes in from Molina, still battling for it. Parrott makes a save. That ball goes out of bounds.
Good save from Aaron Parrott. Patient defending. He was anticipating the ball breaking kind of a scrum in the box and participating maybe a toe poke or something at the last second. He came up and closed the angle and was in great position to take that.
Officials timeout on the field with 7:42 left here in the fourth quarter. Wichita Wings would like to thank our presenting partner, Family Mitsubishi. From their lot to your driveway, Family Mitsubishi has the tools and friendly staff to help you find a vehicle quickly and easily. They have a strong and committed sales staff with many years of experience satisfying their customers' needs. Come meet a salesperson at Family Mitsubishi, 6601 East Kellogg. That's the corner of Kellogg and Woodlawn. Or visit their website online at www.buyfromfamily.com. And the Wichita Wings would also like to thank the city of Park City. Park City, Kansas has partnered with the Wings since 1979. Thank you, Park City, for your years of support to indoor soccer. Learn more about their wonderful community at parkcityks.com. 7:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Wichita Wings leading the Amarillo Bombers by a score of 6-2. And Blake, it puts the Wings in the driver's seat if they can hold on to this 4-goal lead for the next just under 8 minutes to get, a 2-0 start to their season in the MASL2, and they're in the driver's seat to claim victory in this tournament.
Yeah, if they can see this out, first things first, if you can come out 3-0 out of this, it does two things. It wins the Heartland Invitational. Anytime there's hardware on the line, you want to collect that. So it does that. But it also gives you that 3-0 M2 start, which is very big considering some of the teams that are here. Amarillo, Colorado Inferno, the Savage is a Mexico-based team out of Chihuahua. They're out this year, sitting out with COVID stipulations and travel concerns. So obviously these are the three of the top 4 teams in M2 last year that are back right now, and head-to-head wins over both of them is a great start towards the M2 season.
Pressure from Goldborn there on Tenike, but plays the ball back to Parrott. Parrott's going to play this ball to the feet of Clark. The near side midfield now back to the goalkeeper, Parrott. Kevin Tenike's going to track this one down, plays it with his head.
Parrott has been fantastic until that. We'll move on past that, but not the greatest ball. Kevin Tenike does really well to come back and head it. Now you see behind the play here, the camera's not showing it, but Tenike turns around and says, hey, Parrott, you've been fantastic. Just relax. What you forget about Aaron Parrott is he's really only had 5-6 starts at this level. With Steven Hammerski out, he's going to pick up 3 starts this weekend. He started twice on the road. The trip to Amarillo last year when Amarillo beat Wichita, and then also at New Mexico Runners when Wichita won running away against the runners, if you
will.
will.
And versus the Austin Power, 2 starts.
To start at Austin, and that was in mid-December, December 14th, 15th, were the first 2 games and really back for the Wichita Wings in the new franchise, and he got 2 wins there as well. So he was 3-1 coming into this weekend, and he's going to end up 5-1 if Wichita can hold on to this game.
Olorunfemi now with the ball at his feet at midfield, has some space. Cade Martin streaking on the far side. Olorunfemi bringing it back, has the shot. Chavez makes the save. Victor in outdoor, an outside back, a defender.
He's played the defensive mid, was a center back in his last years at UMKC. 4 years at UMKC, grad school, the 5th year at Dayton, so 5 years as a Division I player. Played for FC Wichita now 4 years. Was on that Open Cup team that beat a couple USL championship teams, beat the Energy, beat Tulsa Roughnecks, and has really found a place. Love him at the outside back, but there's been times where he has to play in that defensive mid role because size, defensive prowess, and composure. But Victor, very intelligent on the ball, and one of the best guys you could be around. Just great guy.
Total dude. Lucio stepping in there to make a challenge, trying to slow the attack, but Olivius comes up with it, plays it to Vargas. Vargas trying to turn, goes down. A little bit of incidental contact with Matt Sherrod, and no foul given. Now Lucio bringing this ball back up, streaking into the near corner, leaves it off for Robbins. Now Kieran Laking steps up, the flick on. Chavez is right there. Lucio does everything he can to get that ball into the back of the net.
Yeah, well done from Chavez. Chavez had the opportunity to really come through the player right there, coming from behind Lucio with the ball at his head, and Lucio was playing that ball, and Chavez played very clean there, respectful, made sure we didn't come out with anything nasty, but also made the save, right? So that's dangerous moments for field players when you're receiving a ball like that and trying to turn in front of a goalkeeper. Keeper has to not only make the save, but also really has to protect himself. He doesn't know if the field player's turning and shooting or biking or heading, so Chavez handled that with pure class.
Chance here for Amarillo. It's Machado with the shot, goes wide, followed up by Vargas, saved by Parrott. Now Guerrero, double teamed by Sheridan. Benji in the corner is able to get it out to Cadell. Cadell's shot goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goalkeeper restart here for the Wings. 4:55 left in the game.
They're going to catch him on the counter if this goes over, and it doesn't. Flick back, and not a bad idea from Parrott. He just needed to lead Cade Martin, and everybody got caught subbing. Wichita had a line change, and Cade Martin came in on the offensive end and took off as a target. If Parrott throws it to his left instead of to the right, across Parrott's body from right to left, then Cade may be still running right now.
Clark plays the ball to Daniel Sack. 4:40 left in the game. Sack content to hold on for this for a second. Wait for Benji. And then Benji's going to play that one back to Sack. Sack to Martin. Martin's getting tied up with his man. Clark comes in. Powerful shot saved by Chavez. Now Cade Martin switching field finds Benji. Benji's taken on Goulbourne. Cade Martin looking to turn and shoot here. Machado does well to defend and not let him get the shot off. The Wings will reset their attack here. 4:05 left to go. Olorunfemi going to track this one back, play it out wide.
Yeah, great work from Vic there to recover off Nathan. Kind of an errant touch, but right idea from Clark. Nathan may have a go here if he can get to his left foot, and he's stumbling, bumbling. Doesn't quite get it done, but now
gets
back
it to Cade.
Cade. Yeah.
A fantastic effort to get that ball and keep it alive.
Well
Cade
done.
gets fouled. And a dangerous free kick coming up for the Wichita Wings. Don't forget, we are back at noon tomorrow, Central Time. Amarillo Bombers versus Colorado Inferno. And then a 3 p.m. kickoff between the Wichita Wings and the Omaha Kings FC, the final match of this 2021 MASL2 Heartland Invitational. Daniel Sachs standing over the free kick. 3:44 left to go. They're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, really, a little bit, and that's great. Kieran, in order to get on the end of that, he was the most open player. It would have been a ball across his body. He would have been going away. So once that ball comes across your body and your hips open up, most of the time you overcompensate and it's over or wide. You want Kieran on the right side with the in-swinger. So it would have been a little bit better organization, maybe Benji or Victor in the position that Kieran was in, so they could hit it with the foot, the leading to goal. So Roger Downing sees that and asks Daniel Sack for a timeout. Wichita will try to recoup here, take something out of this, and see if they can make it 7-2. But another good showing from the guys, and 3:42 left in the fourth quarter with the 4-goal cushion. You gotta like the chances, and can Wichita, can now both teams escape without an injury? Talking about goal differential, talking about seedings and standings and those kind of things that are tiebreakers later on. Can Amarillo not hemorrhage more goals and try to close this gap just a little bit, do a little bit of work, obviously with intent to win, but more importantly, close the gap, just try to inch back into this game after maybe they can kill this restart here.
Looking forward to tomorrow, the Wings will play Omaha Kings FC, an MASL3 team stepping in to play in this MASL2 tournament. The Kings had a great match against the Wings reserves here a few weeks ago at Hartman Arena. What's going to be the difference in that one? Will we see a lot of young players for this Wings squad, mixed in with the veteran players? We see more playing time for a guy like a Zach Ellington, Peter Espinoza. Certainly Cade Martin wants to get back out against that Omaha team, as he was on the field for that loss.
Yeah, I think you could potentially see a player that's not even dressed in Andy Nam, Cade Martin, obviously Victor, getting some more minutes, maybe a Kevin Kraft. And I don't know exactly what Rogers' lineup is, but he's got plenty of guys over there on the bench right now that can use to run in those first couple lines with Vic and Matty and Peter Espinoza. And I think that's probably first and foremost, is to make sure these guys that have been over there on the third line get in and run on the first two lines.
Robbins can't get to that ball in time. Chavez clears it, but Benji's going to have a shot from distance here. It's off the wall. Robbins flicks on. Good defending there from Olivias. The foul's given. 3:14 left in the game. It'll be a free kick for the Bombers. Amarillo.
Austin Robbins smack hands there, but Robbins didn't have intent to put him in, but it's a big body, and he certainly fouled him, and it was up close to the board. So, you hold your breath when guys go into the boards like that, especially if you're playing a ball and Jared Robbins is running at you.
Olivias with a shot. Deflected by Robbins, and if you're Amarillo, you're looking at going into tomorrow's match against the Colorado Inferno 0-2. They'll be looking to get one back in this tournament against a Colorado team that definitely woke up and had a great game. Omaha came back late, but they were dominating for most of that match this afternoon, Blake. Now Patriani with the ball at his feet. He's going to push towards midfield. Robbins is with him every step of the way. And he just can't seem to shake Robbins, trying to make some space. Lays it off for Vargas. Vargas plays it back to Olivias. Olivias has David Lucio defending. Now back out to number 17, Molina. Molina plays it back across the face of goal for Patriani. Patriani looking for his man, ends up at the feet of Olivias. And now Patriani pushing back. It's Cadell with the ball at his feet. Back to the man at midfield, Olivias. Robbins gets a touch on it to clear it out of the danger zone. And the Bombers will reset. Minute 37 here to go in the game. Vargas now. David Lucio is going to end up with this ball. Vargas makes a step to win it. And a good touch there from Lucio to slow the attack, but Vargas fighting hard. Olivias has the shot. Parrott makes the save. Now Patriani, another shot comes in, cleared by Kevin Tinike. This will be a top-of-the-arc restart for the Bombers and a chance for them to get one back late here on the set piece. Vargas will stand over it. Three-man wall for the Wings of Lucio, Robbins. It's Patriani's save, and unfortunately goes off the shoulder of Kieran Laking. And with 1:12 left in this one, it's Wichita Wings 6, Amarillo 3. Patriani being credited with the goal there. So the Wings will have 1:12 here to get one back or simply possess the ball and run this clock out and get to tomorrow, where a win will guarantee them a 3-0 start to their MASL2 regular season and the inaugural MASL2 Heartland Invitational Championship. Lucio plays the ball off the wall. Goulburn finds up with it, and we are under 60 seconds left to go in this one. Victor Olorunfemi gets the ball. Lays it off to Martin. Martin to Lucio. Lucio back to Daniel Sack at midfield. Sack finds Olorunfemi. Olorunfemi turns. Finds Lucio on the near side corner. Lucio streaking in. Cadell challenging. Chavez is there. Cade Martin trying to turn. Defense does well there for the Bombers. Under 30 seconds left in this one. And a foul is awarded. Olivius plays the ball back to Chavez. Now coming up on 20 seconds left to play. Chavez getting forward, telling Olivius, hey, get up there. Let's get one more back. Olivius is going to have a shot, and it's all the way up here.
That one was hit at our man Keenan up there in the DJ booth.
Please do not shoot balls up at the control booth at Hartman Arena, please. Everything up here is very expensive, and I can't afford another concussion. 8 seconds left in this one. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Oh. So here we go. Restart for the Wings. Lucio going to flick that ball to Parrott, and that's going to do it for this one. Parrott's just going to slow this one up, play it off the wall. Victor is going to end the game with the ball at his feet. And it's a final here from Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas, as the Wichita Wings defeat the Amarillo Bombers by a score of 6-3. Don't forget, we'll be back on Facebook pay-per-view tomorrow. A noon kickoff between the Amarillo Bombers and Colorado Inferno. A 3 p.m. kickoff between the Wichita Wings and Omaha Kings FC. On behalf of everyone at the MASL2, my broadcast colleague Blake Shoemaker, my name is Zach Light. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow at noon Central Time.
Trick, but the announcer, Jared, and the scorekeeper over here, Jared's pointing to the scorekeeper. So Kieran Laking, the goal credited to Kevin Tenike was Kieran Laking. So we have a hat trick hero right here, Kieran Laking, ladies and gentlemen.
I blame it on the green. I blame it on the ref.
It's always the green team. So we got to put Kieran's boot on my knee. We got to shine those boots. So, Kieran, congratulations on the hat trick. It's been a long time coming for you to put some goals in the back of the net. He's got an amazingly powerful left foot. What's been the key? I mean, a lot of practice. You 3 in the back of the net tonight, mate.
Yeah. I played the whole of last season at home, didn't score a goal. And then as I feel more familiar with indoor, getting a bit more comfortable, starting to come a little bit easier now. So hopefully that's the start of many more to come.
I hope so. And how do we like that English accent, ladies? That's nice, right? I couldn't agree more. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend Kieran Laking, Wichita Wings win tonight We're going to close this out tonight. We're going to close it out tomorrow night against the Omaha Kings. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, hope to see everybody here going 3-0 in this Heartland Invitational. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being the best fans in indoor soccer right here in Wichita, Kansas. Thank you.